Love you guys. My question is this: there's so many great bands, artists, and songs that are played throughout the seasons of Vampire Diaries, and I'm wondering if you as a cast have input as to who those people and songs are.
You know what they do each of them in their own way, because our editors really lay the music in for the show, and our music supervisor collects songs to use and clears them. And so at any point along the way, if one of these guys has a friend who's a musician, a musician that they particularly love, a band that they particularly love, it's so easy for us to, lay that into the editor's hands, and then they find, if there's an opportunity for a placement, they find it. Damon, jeez. Ian has sent me songs over the years. Like I'll get a little like iTunes, like you've got a gift from Ian Somerhalder. I'm like, woohoo! And it's a song like Connor Oberst, I know you sent me, and Kat sent me like CDs. It's like, it's been great actually, because everybody gets a chance to try to showcase the people they're fans of.
This question is for Ian, who is so beautiful. My heart is beating out of my chest.
You must be drinking or something.
You are so gorgeous.
Darling.
You've been in the celebrity spotlight for so many years now. Your fans know you inside and out, but what would still surprise them today?
Whoa.
That they can't imagine, no matter how hard it's going to sound, it's not to sound cliche, this is honest, don't give me shit about this, that any profound love that they think they have for me, mine is exponentially greater. I love you guys more than you can possibly imagine, so thank you for all of that. Truly.
Is there a possibility that Stefan and Elena are ever going to get back together in like future seasons or round chicken round cow?
I hate to break it to you, but it's already in the cards. They're getting, no, I'm just kidding, I have no idea. Julie?
Elena's pregnant, and
what's the deal? Are they, is there any hope, Julie Plec?
Well, I would hate to say there's never any hope for anything. I mean, people grow and evolve and change. I think right now, the love between Damon and Elena is so strong, and the friendship between Stefan and Elena has actually grown quite strong. So, and Elena just got her sort of second soulmate ripped out of her arms. So, certainly that is going to be taking up a lot of space in the show for probably quite a long time.
Okay. And following up on that, for Paul and Ian, do you guys, depending on who Elena's into, do you guys still find yourselves even like vaguely jealous or competitive?
Paul and I are so jealous.
I'm only jealous of Nina.
I understand.
Paul, we agreed that we weren't going to proclaim our love for one another in public, you idiot.
My bad, I feel like the cat's out of the bag.
I love you, Paul. No,
I got dirty.
we just love each other. Paul and I share everything.
Okay, next question.
Ian, have you ever thought about opening one of your IS foundations in Texas, like in Dallas, maybe?
Yeah, there's community crews in Texas for sure, but you should do it.
Volunteer.
Hell yeah.
Volunteer.
I'll help you. Thank you. You rock, baby.
Ian, my mom is totally in love with you.
Where is she?
She's here in spirit.
Okay, good.
So my question is, because I'm also an Originals fan, will we be seeing any characters going back to Mystic Falls?
I've been asked to answer this question a lot of different ways, and I've answered it in a terrible amount of ways, but yes, we're always talking about different paths that we could take to bring one character from one show over the other, because it's fun for us. The universes at one point did exist together, and so we don't want to separate them completely. Logistically, it's a little bit of a nightmare to make work, and so we don't want to make any promises until we know they can happen. So we're talking about stories right now, even as we speak. And if we can make it work, fantastic. And you guys will be seeing the news, sooner than later. And if we can't, you will never know what it was. And you can ask me next year when I cry about how we couldn't make it happen.
Speaking of characters possibly crossing over or coming in, you've got some new characters coming in this season that we probably don't want to spoil too much, but there's always that possibility for mixing relationships up. And Kat, do you think that a romance between Jeremy and Bonnie could still exist? Or do you think, he'll be like, hey, there's a new girl in town?
Yeah.
Right. Dude, you called him.
I know.
Said, oh, I'm sorry.
No, but
I'm
he's
dying.
pretty forgiving, right?
Don't be mad at me. Click.
Yeah.
He ran.
We did.
Bonnie.
Yeah, that was
and also
totally
too,
cried at that scene.
don't forget too that I'm also stuck on the other side with the horniest guy on television.
Also true. Also. No, I just can't think. Oh, sorry.
No, I want to know.
I was gonna actually. It's more about Jeremy even because you are stuck on the other, not the other side, but somewhere with what he said. But the interesting thing about Jeremy right now is everyone keeps telling him to kind of move on, and he's like, "How dare you? Like nobody knows what I went through," and nobody else had their girlfriend call them and basically be like, "Dude, I'm dying today. Sorry, peace out." So for Elena and also Alaric as sister and sort of former guardian and still family, having to deal with him when neither of them can actually enter Mystic Falls is actually complicated because they want to be good, good family and good disciplinarians, but Jeremy, who's sort of trying to keep his distance, is staying in town. So Alaric, Matt, you have to kind of, step up and figure out a way to.
Wait, did we see a weird Elena Alaric guardian thing? Is that what you're alluding to?
Wait, what? What? Elena and Laura are gonna hook up?
Elena,
Is that what you just said?
That'd be hot.
Oh, I call that.
Well, actually, Matt, I wanted to ask, because whenever Damon gets back, how's Rick going to feel about Enzo? These two are buddies, and then they're old buddies.
That would be a hot hookup.
Very territorial. I don't know. You'd be very jealous, I'm sure. I don't know, Joe, how is that going to develop?
Enzo Lark.
No, I think the beauty of Enzo is I think that he has a way with people and he's got a charm, but he's also got this way of completely pissing people off. And you strike me as the kind of person who would be a little bit sort of listen, buddy, I ain't having your English charm, whatever part of England that you're from. Can't really tell.
I see through you, buddy.
I see.
This little stick of yours has been away.
I know the set is taking place in Virginia, where I'm from, but I know it's filmed in Georgia, so I was wondering, what is y'all's favorite Southern food?
Ooh.
I gotta have my grits.
The whole table looked at me. I don't know. For advice. I am a foodie. I do like to eat. You can't go wrong with fried chicken. Fried chicken's really good. What's that? I know where that is. That's on It's on Chattanooga. It's right by my house. Yep.
Pimento cheese.
Oh, yeah. A burger with pimento cheese trumps everything else on the planet. Just mac and cheese or just really anything deep fried, but
There's that place, what is it? Mary Matt's?
Tea room. Mary Mac's
Tea room. There's a place in Georgia, in Atlanta, where it is literally, it's a huge place, it's very famous. It is a heart attack just to walk in.
So good.
And you can just have little bits and pieces and you realize how rich, I'm from New Orleans, man, I know all about rich food. But the Southerners, yes, what people don't realize is you can't have that every day. You will die. Fast. So I think we give it
spread it out.
We spread it out, yeah.
I like biscuits.
Season 1 was a real wake-up call, I think, for everybody.
What?
Season 1. So a little bit of
Let's set a precedent. We're gonna keep you guys naked just enough so that you eat a couple leaves of lettuce a day.
Oh, man.
And Yeah, enjoy that steam room, buddy.
If you had to choose, would you be Team Stefan or Team Damon?
That is the most original question I've ever
I've heard
heard.
that before. This is really good.
What would you be?
Oh, me? Do I have
She, by the way, does no one recognize that this woman should not be with either one of these guys? That we have single-handedly
Oh, I saw a bunch of
killed
girls
every...
with their hand up being like,
Family.
I'll be with him then.
We've killed every person in her family. Everyone in her family's dead. Her house is burned down. She's a wreck. Why do you guys want to abuse this poor woman anymore?
I think she should end up with Matt. They could have a nice... Yeah, they could have
He's
a nice...
human, he's handsome, he's not going to kill her.
It would be great.
With Matt Donovan?
Matt Donovan, for God's sake.
She dated him already. He wasn't that good at that.
Hi.
I'm Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Oh, you cried in line. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're making her cry now again.
You're good. Deep breaths, deep breaths.
Happy because I remembered your name, and now I'm remembering your name again. So you can. It's a double.
There you go.
Don't cry, smile.
Am I right? I'm not wrong, right?
No.
Okay, good.
She's like, I've never seen you before.
Good memory. Talk to us, lady. Come on.
Okay, so our question is for Ian and Kat. What was your reaction when you read the script that they were killing you off?
First thing I thought was, vacation. And then I thought, if you're gonna go, you might want to go with a woman that's that hot.
We're gonna go, at least we're going again.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that alright, or?
I mean, I don't know if you wanted a deep, profound answer. I think, and we said this before, I think that this season, again, going with the idea that it's sort of this reboot. You know, we've been telling these stories for 5 years, and they're great and they're dynamic, but just like life evolves, we all evolve as people. The story needs to evolve, and now, by virtue of having all these different characters now interacting with each other, it's going to create a lot of different dynamic. And it's going to be great for us. It's going to be great, hopefully, for you. But it's exciting for us. Change is good.
What I really loved, and I'll just end it with this, but I really loved that Bonnie was a character that Julie created that was really about a really selfless character that was about sacrifice. And I love that when she went out, it was her choice. And I think that was something so powerful. So when I read the ending, I wasn't sad. I actually felt empowered by it because it was a choice of the character. She made a choice. She knew what was going to happen. She knew for episodes, many episodes before that it was going to happen, which is why she didn't tell Jeremy, because she didn't want to change the ending of their relationship. She wanted to keep it pure. She wanted to keep the love. And I really love that in the end, it was her choice.
What she said.
Okay, before we wrap it up, this show is, I mean, you guys are great with the hashtags, but for you guys, for the actors, give us the appropriate hashtag that you would assign your character. How would you hashtag your role?
Yeah, hashtag hero hair.
Sexy Wesley?
Sexy.
Hashtag sexy Wesley.
No, your character.
Character. Wesley's kind of a character.
Hashtag triple ganger. Hashtag bourbon. Hashtag bourbon buddy.
Yeah.
And hashtag fierce.
Fierce.
Oh.
Take it.
Oh, yeah,
Just
baby.
read that up.
It's good.
Hashtag thank you. You guys are amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Now the panel's over. Click here to watch our interviews with the cast of The Vampire Diaries at Comic-Con, and then subscribe, and we'll see you soon.